The rationale behind the name Schools 4.0 Lanka was inspired by the World Economic Forum. The World Economic Forum has several platforms working on shaping the future. One such platform is shaping the future for the new economy and society. In the annual meeting of the World Economic Forum, January 2020, they presented a white paper. Education 4.0 is an initiative within this platform. So the title of the white paper is Schools of the Future Defining New Models of Education for the Fourth Industrial Revolution. Reading this is where we drew the inspiration for the name Schools 4.0 Lanka. So this white paper talks about how children will be working in a world that has jobs which are non-existent as of now. They will be increasingly working in highly collaborative setups, working across the globe, using a variety of digital tools in a variety of interactions. It would be a world where there's a premium on digital skills and socio-emotional skills. If I quote from the white paper, many education systems in developed and developing economies alike still rely heavily on passive forms of learning focused on direct instruction and memorization, rather than interactive methods that promote the critical and individual thinking needed in today's innovation-driven economy. According to a report published by McKinsey in 2018, 14% of the occupations existing now will be gone by 2030. They will be replaced by artificial intelligence, robotics, and other forms of digitization and automation. So this white paper identifies 8 characteristics of learning of the future and recommends Education 4.0 framework for the future of education, aligned to Industry 4.0. So what goes into the World Economic Forum Education 4.0 framework? Global citizenship skills, innovation and creativity skills, technology skills, interpersonal skills, personalized and self-paced learning, accessible and inclusive learning, problem-based and collaborative learning, lifelong and student-driven learning. Meanwhile, back in 1990s, UNESCO identifies the 4 pillars of education. Since then, UNESCO and governments across the world has been trying to integrate these 4 pillars of education into the conventional model of school. So what are these 4 pillars of education? Learning to know, learning to do, learning to be, and learning to live together. We have been partially successful in the first 2, learning to know and learning to do. But what about the rest? At Schools 4.0 Lanka, we are attempting to integrate these 4 pillars of education and Education 4.0 framework together. We feel that what we have been talking about and researching since 2013 are deeply aligned to both of these frameworks and recommendations. So in order to facilitate a meaningful learning experience for the children and their future, Schools 4.0 Lanka is stepping out of the ordinary to a realm of a new world, a new education framework. If you're interested in your child learning in a space, in a learning community that resonates this ethos, please talk to us. Let's change the future together.